Mapinduku everybody, welcome or welcome back. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make homemade tortillas or wraps as we commonly call them here. Without any further ado, let's get into it. So we are going to require only 4 ingredients. If water counts as an ingredient, then we're going to need 5 ingredients, which are flour, baking powder, salt, vegan butter, and water. And let's start. I used whole wheat flour because with food, honestly, I like all things brown. So as you can see, I'm sieving it first. Next, I added a teaspoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of salt, quarter cup of butter, vegan butter. Next step was to mix all this up. So as you can see, I'm just trying to blend in the butter and the flour. Next, I added some hot water to the mix. Now this is a process that I did gradually because I didn't want the dough to be too soft or too hard. I repeated this process until I was happy with the consistency of my dough. Next, I mixed this up with my hands. Now you want to keep kneading the dough until it is smooth and ready to be transferred to a clean surface. Here I'm trying to create a flat dough because next step I'm going to cut this up into some pieces. The reason I did that was this will help me to create round balls, I can call them, that I'm going to use to make my tortillas. Now what you want is to make sure that the surface of these balls are flat, and that's what I'm doing here. So keep twirling them and repeat the process. From what I cut, I was supposed to make 12 of them, but I actually managed to only make 10, which is fine. Next, I transferred them to a bowl because I just want them to sit out for a few minutes, 15 minutes to be exact. But because I didn't want them to get dry, I coated them with a bit of oil. Now was the fun part. I am not an expert at this, so I tried to flatten my tortillas as perfectly as I could. I kept repeating this process for all 10 of them until I got tortillas that were thick to my liking. That right there is what I stuffed my tortillas with. Actually, that's not the complete list. When I started eating, I added some baked beans to it. The final part of the process is to add a pan or a skewer or a wok, whatever you have available, to a stove. Make sure it's heated before you start adding your tortillas to it. Now what you notice is once you put a tortilla, just after a few seconds, some bubbles are going to start forming. So what you would do is keep flipping it so it doesn't burn. Once it's ready, repeat the process with the rest of the tortillas and they are ready. It's that easy. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, please like it, leave a comment, of suggestions of what you'd like to see, if you like the video, if you tried the recipe, and we'll see you in the next one. Oh, and subscribe if you haven't already. To you all, I'm sending love and light.